Before we dive into what your passion and next path could be, let's talk about a few things that can trip a lot of people up and give you some reframes in thinking around passion. And the first one is something that changed my life. And it's this concept that your passion isn't just one thing, but you can actually have a richer, fuller life, accepting that you'll have lots of passions and lots of seasons. So I don't know about you, but I felt like growing up, there was this pressure to find your one purpose or one calling, the thing that you were uniquely here to do and no one else was. And that can put a lot of pressure on you when figuring out what you want to do for your next step. So over time, I began to find that passion was better thought of as something that you could have in lots of areas of your life. So you can have a passion for being a mother, for interior design, for science, for art, for mechanics, for the relationship that you have with your loved ones and your parents. You can have a passion for so many different things in your life. And once I let go of that notion that passion had to be this one purpose or calling, I found that I was able to have a lot more fun with it. And I was able to go take a class because it interested me or learn something new. And it created this life that felt really alive and exciting and fulfilling because I felt like I was always finding new passions. I was always learning something new. I was always down to go try something else around town. And ironically, what happened was I began to find the passions that really stood out and the one or two that I could build a life and a business around. And chances are you'll do the same. But it really starts from releasing the idea that you have to have this one almighty purpose or calling, and you have to stop everything till you find it. And instead, just allow yourself to experiment again. And if all your life ever becomes is a life full of all kinds of passions for all kinds of random things, that's pretty beautiful as well, isn't it? To know that one day you'll look back at 80 and be like, I lived a life full of so many passions. I had my family, I traveled, I loved fashion, I loved art. I had that season that I loved learning languages, or I practiced cooking the best pasta or pastry in town. So for you, I hope that releases some of that pressure as well. Let me know what you think and go ahead and journal if you'd like on what that changes and what you might want to try if your passion could really be a lot of things versus just like one or two.